Right. In today's video with you guys is Shouty Shout, and we're gonna react new video about League of Legends world. I mean the world of Riot. Let's jump to the video and see what this guy have to tell us. Let's go.
In the past, MMOs were regarded
Okay.
as the godfathers of games. They were the peak of what developers could accomplish. Even though, looking back, that's a fairly subjective thing to say. Everyone knew
Alright.
MMOs had the power to create cult following, but also everyone knew making MMOs was hard. On
Yeah.
average, an MMO has to spend at least 6 years in the baking before it can get anywhere near being good. But that didn't stop companies from jumping onto the bandwagon anyway. And soon we could see dozens of new MMOs, all releasing in 2008. All being called the WoW killers. Spoiler
Yeah.
alert, none of them did that.
Everybody.
And unfortunately,
Yeah.
we can feel the ripple effects even now. It got to
Everybody like tried to kill WoW, you know. Everybody tried to take that slice of the pie because the World of Warcraft in that time was very unique and very awesome. I can remember I playing with my friends in a playground and it was fucking good time there because I couldn't afford internet on my home and my parents, oh boy, that was really hard. They didn't want to give me to play that game, so yeah, it was hard.
a point where every time a new MMO is announced, we all think the same thing.
Yeah.
Oh. Anyway, when you're working on an MMO, you have to respect 3 pillars. Gameplay is king, social interactions
Yes.
matter, and the world setting is important.
Yes, it
When
is.
Riot announced their MMO, it became clear that 2
Yeah.
of the pillars are being respected, and the third one already done. When it comes to the gameplay,
True.
it is currently in the hands of Ghostcrawler, someone who's been working on WoW during its best times, and someone who got a reputation for hating boomkins and loving mages. When it
Yeah.
comes to the social interactions, it is a dance between the developers and the players. A dev can guide players towards social interactions,
Yeah.
or they can annihilate them. And after that, the players usually find their own fun inside the MMO. From that point on, the devs should do everything in their power.
On this point, guys, the people they disconnected from the MMOs when they put the dungeon finder in that time. You know, it was easier, right, to find dungeon and stuff. It was saving the time, but the point of MMO wasn't to save you that much time. Its point was to consume your time. You know, so yeah, this killed the connection with people, you know, and stuff when you needed to work hard.
The players having fun in their own way. And finally, when it comes to the world of an MMO, in Riot's case, it's done. And it's been finished for quite a few years now.
Wow.
In fact, the world of Riot's MMO is in such a good state. They already have the continents, the zones, the cultures, and the races.
Oh
and
my.
to a lesser degree, every zone already has its own storyline.
I didn't know
Now,
this,
of
yeah.
course, unless you follow the lore of League of Legends, you wouldn't know about this. And that's why I decided to make this video. I want to show you all the zones we are going to see in the MMO.
Let's see, yeah.
Quests we are going to do there. So, for the purpose of this video, I will assume you have no idea what League of Legends is about.
No, I don't.
You have no idea what the universe is about, but
No.
you like MMOs, your hairline is receding, and you have a crippling fear of Nintendo 64 controllers.
I
To
do.
which, I might add,
I do.
why do you think I'm wearing hats? But now, without further ado,
Me too,
let's
boy.
have a look at all the zones
Me too.
in Riot's MMO.
Want
This
to watch
is
commercial.
Runeterra, the world of League of Legends. Right
Yeah.
now, the world is separated into 10 main regions. But these 10 regions don't cover all the land on the map, so there
Yeah.
are some mini-zones in between them. And the lore already revealed that there is gonna be another continent further to the east. That definitely sounds like a future expansion to me.
Yeah.
In fact, it would be foolish to
It
release
is.
all of these regions at launch. You can easily turn half of these into separate expansions.
Yeah.
And because a lot of people already know and love these regions, the hype behind these expansions would be big. With
It
that
will be.
said, I
It
know
will
a
be,
lot
yeah.
of you would like to play as Shurimans or Ionians.
Oh.
And now you may be cursing me for suggesting that these would be expansions. But the lore can justify giving you these nations as playable races without having their regions. I'll show you how Riot can pull this off in a bit. First, let's talk about the regions Riot's MMO has to start with.
Yeah, let's see.
The Northern Continent.
Whoa.
This entire continent is called Valorant. Not Valorant, Valorant.
Valorant,
This is
yeah,
where
that's
the
how they
absolute core
name
of
the
this
game.
world is. The two main regions here are Demacia and Noxus. They are the two big rivals equivalent to the Horde and the Alliance. While I would like to say that Demacia is your classic normie human region, it's not
Alliance.
really true.
No?
Runeterra doesn't really have a normal place. There is something cool happening in every region. And Demacia has racism. Okay, maybe not racism, because Demacia doesn't mind Yordles or Minotaurs, but they really hate mages.
Oh my.
That's because in the past, their rivals almost annihilated half of the world using magic. And so Demacia was built inside a magic forest. Therefore, Demacia is a really cool place where you can hide from magic.
So I can't go there. Okay, to know. Thank you. Thank you, I will not go there.
By mountains, but the iconic part of Demacia are the buildings. They are
Don't want them to execute me, you know.
Of stone and the magic absorbing wood. Because these ancient magic absorbing trees were grey, all the buildings have a marble-like appearance. And yes, given what material they are using, all the buildings in Demacia also absorb magic. So should a mage visit this region, let's just say it's gonna be a painful experience. On top of this, let's not forget that
I will not go there, guys. I swear I'm not gonna go there. Since I will maybe be a mage in most cases. We'll see.
Constructs which wake up after absorbing magic. Simply said, these guys just really don't like magic. The irony is, they've been absorbing it for years now. And this is where the story would kick in. You see, the Demacians are so afraid of magic, they founded the Mage Seeker Order. This is an order of people who hunt mages, they throw them in the prison, and they torture them until their body gives up on magic. So yes, being a mage is a crime in Demacia. The thing is,
not going there.
Get naturally born with magical abilities. You can't stop it from happening.
Of course you can't.
Not only are there mages
I have fire hair.
in the royal court, right now there is a mage civil war happening in Demacia, where mages, people who don't hate mages, rise up.
1 second, guys.
So should we do some quests in this zone? This is gonna be the core story. Mages trying to overthrow racist leadership following old laws. So the main enemy NPCs might be mages and witches. But I understand now. And don't worry, there will be plenty of boars to kill here too. Or at least there are loads of wolves here, as well as stags. And
this looks nice, boys. This looks legit nice, guys. I like this.
Beasts, tiny woolly elephants, and
cute one, cutie.
Of course, in the Argent Mountains there are also dragons.
The dragon.
Loads of dragons.
Yeah, we have a dragonfly there.
The city of Demacia is called the Great City of Demacia. Sounds dumb, but Runeterra was not the first one to come up with this. But thankfully, the other regions are a bit more creative with their names. So now, let's move away from the normie region and let's have a look at the badass region.
Yeah, badass.
If you're planning on playing a warrior with oversized weapons and overcompensating lush hair, this is the region for you. This place actually has a long and
warrior region,
history,
guys.
But we really don't have the time to explain it now. So just know that originally it was built by the most badass warrior in the history of Runeterra. This motherfucker literally died on a mountain of corpses.
Look at him, boys. Look at him. This guy looks legit.
When this guy lived, he built the Immortal Bastion, which is to this day the largest structure on the entirety of Runeterra. And currently he...
Bro, did he say he's a tractor? He looks like a combine, bro, not a tractor.
Is banished
this guy look...
the Immortal Bastion, but
this guy look legit.
So, you know, that's a future raid boss. Anyway, the Immortal Bastion...
Yeah, I was expecting. I would like to counter this guy, but he looks like scary. He looks very scary, guys.
The Noxian Empire.
Okay.
With Noxus being one of the most brutal nations in Runeterra. It is brutal because the nation is surrounded by rocky earth. It is hard to grow plants here. So Noxians are forced into conquering surrounding land for resources to survive. That's why when you go to the map, you can notice that the Noxian territory is all over the place. It's because these are all the places Noxus has already conquered.
Yeah.
Although, when I say it like that, you may imagine Noxus brutally raiding everything. But
Okay.
that's not true. They like to absorb the surrounding nations into their empire. After all, it's just more human resources. Most of the time, they only remove the royalty and they let the leaderless people join their empire. And that's because Noxus values strength above all. And rulers tend to not be good fighters. This is what you can see in the After Victory cinematic. They kill the king because he was weak and let everyone else join them.
Kill the weak bee!
Conquering nations is so iconic for Noxus, they have their own saying. Kill them until they are family.
Okay.
So when it comes to the quests in Noxus, it is most likely going to be helping the Empire expand its territory. Although this region has its own unique enemies.
So here, no place for mages also, no place for science, only for brutalism and strength. Yeah, this seems like a warriors. Warriors without the brain, you know, just charge and smack, smack, smack until it dies. And then the mage come and fuck you up, you know, even if he is weaker in physical strength, and he beats you because he's smarter than you, and that's your doom there.
Inside the Immortal Mansion, there is a cult known as the Black Rose. This cult is connected to the darkest of magics.
Yeah.
So be ready to fight Hemomancers, witches, demons, and the Grey Legion.
And the Grey Legion.
An army of soldiers revived with blood magic to fight for the Empire again. And when it comes to collecting 10 bear asses, here we have the native Drakehounds and Basilisks. Now, while Noxus and Demacia are the main rivals here, both of them are also constantly repelling raids from the north. So now, let's have a look at the Freljord. Just like pretty much any region on Runeterra, Freljord has a long history.
Valorant region seems legit. That seems so legit, you know? This reminds me like a... Okay, I don't want to say it, like a Game of Thrones, guys. Like we have North, we have Noxus, and we have those guys, nobility and stuff, you know, they hate their mages in the King's Landing, you know? Doesn't look like the King's Landing, you know, they hate. I mean, they didn't hate the mages that in King's Landing, but you know what's the point.
But for the purpose of this video, just know that the maddening old gods known as the Watchers of the Void want to devour the entire reality only because it keeps waking them up.
This is the legit
breach into reality here.
Okay.
They almost succeeded because they tricked the Ice Witch Lysandra into helping them. Fortunately, she realized how wrong she was, and she managed to freeze half of the kingdom with the Watchers still beneath them. So these days, the Ice Witch is the only person holding back the end of reality by keeping the Watchers frozen. So at some point in the future, you bet one of these woken up frozen Watchers is gonna be a raid boss.
Wow. Alright.
Now, when it comes to the NPCs, this is where things get diverse. First of all, remember that the Freljord is brutally cruel. Everything is frozen, and survival is everything. So the first enemy would be the wildlife. From Rhinos to Yetis to Druvas to Hellnuks to Mammoths to the worst of them all, Boros. Next, we are going to fight the Freljordians themselves.
Olaf.
Tribes here.
I know for him.
The Rosens, who are quite peaceful, the Winterslaw, who are quite brutal, and the Frostguard, Lysandra's followers who hold back the Watchers. And let me tell you, these guys have some badass armor.
Yeah, they look so badass, guys.
There are also the Ursine.
Guys, this region looks the power. I know, the powerful of all. I think this region is the best. I don't know why, but it gives me that vibe. It gives me that. It gives me that. Fuck!
Slowly turns his worshippers into.
I'm not so good with English, guys. Sorry. It gives me good vibes.
The primal gods of Freljord.
That's the word.
And finally, we need to talk about the Iceborn.
Oh.
When the Watchers tried to arrive here, they melted the ice around them. This special ice is called the true ice.
The
And
true
it is
ice.
so dangerous, you literally die if you touch it.
Yeah,
However,
ooh.
the Watchers also
The true
favored
ice,
some
guys.
people, giving them the ability to touch the ice. It is
This
still
is the true ice
extremely
toucher.
painful for them to hold a true
Those guys are the true ice toucher, believe me. They can touch the ice, you know, the true ice. The true ice.
ice weapon. But at least they can survive it.
Okay.
These people are known as the Iceborn. But people were
Those guys
not
are
the only
suffering,
things that
guys.
were tainted.
Believe
There
me.
are also ice trolls,
But they are strong.
some of whom are also Iceborn. To be honest, these guys
Okay.
were made to
One
have
more
their own
race,
dungeon.
probably.
But there are also some animals that were twisted
Or
by the
not.
Watchers. And Lysandra is even twisting some beings herself to make them serve her. So overall, Freljord is gonna have a lot of cool warriors, shamans, and
Ice
horrors.
touchers.
So these would be the three regions
Okay.
in one continent. But this place is actually so big it can easily make the base world of the game. Especially since there are a
Alright.
bunch of smaller regions in between them. There is Nockmerge, full of witches, Argent Mountains with their
Okay.
dragons, Tokgol with void monsters,
Nice.
Alamor Plains with him, and so much more. But from here, you
Yes,
can cleverly
sir.
set up the expansions because of how well everything is interconnected. So now, let's have a look at the continent to the east called Ionia. Ionia has a very
Ionia.
close connection to Noxus. You can only guess why. It's because Noxians once tried to conquer it all during an event simply called the Invasion of Ionia.
Okay.
This was a horrible war full of using children as soldiers because Noxians thought Ionians wouldn't fight back against children.
Those guys, come on, seriously. Those Noxian guys are pussies. They was using their childrens because they thought they will not attack the childrens. What the fuck? And the back plan was if they attack childrens, okay, we sacrifice some childrens. Who cares? Childrens go first, then we, like, yeah. Yeah, that is how you need to say. Childrens and women first, then we, the men's, go next. Care, kill the childrens. You fucks. Those guys, Noxians, I swear, they are. I swear those guys, Noxians, are twisted guys. Sorry for the phone call.
And chemical weapons. Lots and lots of chemical weapons. Speaking of which, remember Singed from Arcane? He's the guy
Okay.
who chemically devastated Ionia. Eventually, Noxus failed, but they kept their small controlled territories. So the first quest here could be simply boarding a ship,
Okay.
sailing over, and exploring the place for the Noxian Empire.
Yeah.
Now, when it comes to Ionia itself, the place gets mystical. Everything here is alive and connected to the spirit of nature. And I mean everything, from the animals to the people to the...
Okay. We have some. We here have some shamanic druids and shamans and that stuff, healers from this region probably, and some mages. Yeah, the mages will be from here.
buildings. Everything
Magical
is
creature
alive.
and
So
yeah.
if you anger Mother Nature, your house can twist and strangle you in your sleep. So you
Oh.
can only imagine how Mother Nature fought against Noxians.
Yeah.
Literally a river came alive to drown them. That's
Yeah.
why all the buildings here
Or okay, river. Maybe the wood get alive. The grew. You know, the trees, the ants, maybe. You know, some creatures from the deep, of the earth, of the nature, giant bugs and stuff. We'll see.
look like they were woven from
We'll
wood.
see, guys.
It's
It
because
can
they
be
were.
everything here.
With nature magic,
You can just
people
imagine
let
what can be
nature
here.
build their houses. It also means that sometimes your house can just walk away. When it comes to
What?
the NPCs here, obviously there is gonna be a lot of nature spirits. And a lot more of simply mystical animals. From giant flying tigers to the never-ending story.
Wow,
But
this
be ready
looks
to also
good.
face local Ionians, blade masters,
Okay.
shadow cultists,
Shadow.
murderers,
Okay.
and ninjas. Both
Ninja!
good, bad, and the in-between.
Okay.
But finally, there is also one more enemy that we could face.
Enemy ninja.
Furries.
The furries
That's
enemies?
right. This race is known as the Vastaya. They are
Okay.
half humans and half magical animals.
Okay.
And yes, canonically, the species was born in exactly the way you are thinking. But to be fair, the Vastaya are quite cool and they are definitely gonna be a playable race. Just like Yordles, who also like Ionia a lot. Lastly, after Noxians ravaged Mother Nature, demons started occupying all the places filled with misery and
Wow,
death. So
this
that's gonna
looks...
be a nice bonus enemy.
This looks like a demon
yes, the exploration
slayer.
of
Yeah.
Ionia and the raid on the Shadow Order could be a really cool first expansion.
Yeah,
But it's
that
definitely
looks
not
good.
Riot's only option because
I
we can
agree,
also go
this looks good.
south
Yeah.
to Piltover and Zaun.
Oh my
These
god.
are the ones people will know about.
Guys, I promise you, this world, wow, this world is so big. It's so big right from the start. I think we will have a lot to do here. I think this game may actually kill the WoW. This game may actually be the WoW killer because the company, like the Riot, is ready to kill WoW. Maybe not kill entirely, but I don't know. Oh my. The kids from nowadays know better about League of Legends than the World of Warcraft, you know? So the kids who playing League of Legends will come and play this game for sure, 100%. And this game will be more popular than World of Warcraft. That it will crush it. No matter what it happened, but it will crash the World of Warcraft. I feel that in my veins, and I think the WoW was very long there, and it's time to move on to the next big thing, and this is it, the World of Riot, guys. This game gonna crush completely World of Warcraft. I'm sure about that. Don't know why. Don't ask me, but I'm fucking sure. I have feeling, and almost never I mistake. Never I make, almost never I make mistakes.
Piltover and Zaun are two massive cities located one above the other. And they are so massive they could easily be turned into their own playable zones. They are both focusing on futuristic technology powered up by magic of the Hextech gemstones. Using this magic, they can power up anything from guns to augmented limbs to vehicles. Visually, it is simply futuristic Victorian era. And unfortunately, there wouldn't be much of enemy variety. We would
Those guys are scientists.
Piltover and their deadly assassins, with the occasional thief on the streets, corrupt wardens, and the occasional rogue steam golem. But things get a bit more interesting in the undercity known as Zaun. Zaun is the dirty underbelly covered in thick toxic smoke. Because the majority of people are poor here, they developed a cheaper alternative to Hextech called Chemtech. This artificial green stuff can power up cheaper limb replacements, as well as highly unstable weaponry. Zaun is also controlled by the Chem Barons, which are obviously gonna be the main enemy here. But on the side, we may also meet some chemical mutants, unstable constructs, as well as some mass murderers and people who hunt down mass murderers. And funnily enough, at the very
that guy is the evilest shit I ever saw.
Hidden ruins of
after that first guy who will be the boss.
That is obviously gonna be a cool dungeon.
Yeah.
So yes, there is not much more that I can add here.
I'm so excited for this game. This game gonna crush.
So if you like the series, you are gonna like this place. From here, we can travel further south to Shurima. Shurima used to be a massive empire that ruled the world. But after the emperor got betrayed by his best friend, the entire empire collapsed. This region is a massive desert with the occasional city near.
This looks like Star Wars, guys, I swear.
In the center of the region, there is the Sun Disk, a colossal piece of star metal that has the power to reflect celestial magic. The Shurimans use this celestial magic to turn their best soldiers into the Ascended.
Ascendants, yeah.
God warriors.
Wow,
However,
those guys looks legit.
God warriors wouldn't make a great enemy.
Yeah,
that's
look at this guy.
After the emperor had died, the Ascended started fighting for leadership. And slowly, after learning how to use blood magic to gain the edge, they morphed their own bodies and became the Darkin.
Oh my.
Blood-frenzied monsters that would certainly make really cool raid bosses.
Yeah.
Besides this ancient evil, Shurima is also full
So the possibility to make like whatever you want here is so fucking good, you know? So the possibility is to make everything here is great, and I love this story for now. I love the looks, and of course it's Riot. And this is it. boys, this is your end, World of Warcraft. Farewell. This is my new game that I'm gonna play. No more World of Warcraft after this. No more.
And on top of all of that, void creatures.
Void
That's
creatures.
because to the south, there used to be a kingdom known as Ixtal that wanted to destroy the Shuriman Empire.
Oh.
So, they asked the Watchers for help. You can imagine how that went. The Watchers sent through some void beasts that consumed Ixtal and polluted Shurima to this day. To fight back the void, Shurima does have a lot of hidden tombs around with hidden god warrior weapons. Not to mention that Shurima also has a circle of time mages that are trying to freeze the void in time.
Oh, they can freeze the void in time.
At the beginning of the video, even if Shurima becomes an expansion, they can still easily make Shurimans a playable race because they are already connected to Noxus.
Okay.
As you can see, of course, Noxians already conquered part of Shurima. So some Shurimans are fighting for Noxus. Also, as a cool fact, for those of you who liked Arcane, Hex Crystals are harvested in Shurima. That's why a Shuriman expansion would be a great follow-up to Piltover and Zaun.
Looks good, looks good. Looks
why
promising.
Riot can easily turn only the northern continent into the base world. Anyway, going west from Shurima, we arrive at Mount Targon. This place is incredibly unique. First of all, this mountain is not natural.
So beautiful.
It was literally pulled up from the ground by celestial gods.
So beautiful, guys. This looks so beautiful and promising. Look that stuff. Look this stuff. Look this mountain. The mountain looks so legit, guys, that I swear it's a pure win-win situation here.
Because this place serves as a portal to the celestial realm, also known as Targon Prime. Now, because this mountain was pulled up, it also has some unique features.
Okay.
For example, you may find frozen lakes frozen horizontally on the mountain. And the very peak of the mountain is special too. Should a mortal...
Because the lake was like here and they pulled the mountain and it froze, you know? It freezes, and when they pull the mountain, it goes like this. That's why. Let me explain you. Let the expert explain you why. This is why.
Despite the brutal climate and the deadly wildlife, either they die from exhaustion, or the celestial gods deem them worthy and they become an ascended aspect. There is aspect of war, aspect of the sun, aspect of the moon, aspect of the twilight, aspect of the guardian, and so on. Simply said, after they peak, they become some of the strongest beings on the entire planet. So of course, the mountain is full of people who worship the celestial demigods. And I speculate this is where we could get a lot of cool armor.
This is overloading, guys.
Who are devoted to the aspect of the sun. Then there are the rivals, the Lunari.
We will have a lot to learn here. This game is so big, guys, that it's awesome.
To the aspect of the moon.
We're gonna lose in this fantasy world, guys. We're gonna lose hard here.
Plus, the warriors of Rakor.
Wow, that looks good.
Besides just humans, Targon also has all sorts of furry Vastaya.
Targon!
At the bottom of the mountain, you may notice that the mountain is alive, but also there are stellar corns, a variety of mind-bending creatures, and loads and loads of dragons. Speaking of which, remember that this place is linked to the celestial realm. So this is where we may also meet the star-forging celestial dragon.
Ooh, this dragon is so fucking
as well
good.
As all sorts of other celestial beings. A lot of these would make for interesting bosses.
Yes.
In fact, the ascension of Mount Targon would be a really cool raid. Next, on the other side of Shurima, there is Ixtal. This is a place where people are mastering the elemental magic. They are using it for everything. Fishing, smithing, walking... And this place is definitely gonna be saved for an expansion. Basically, remember when Ixtal asked the Watchers for help? And then that happened? Ixtal was their neighbor, and after they saw the Void devour an entire kingdom, they believed the Void would soon devour the entire world. So, using their elemental magic, Ixtal built massive walls of plants around their entire region, isolating themselves from the rest of the world. For 3,500 years, Ixtal stayed isolated, believing that the world outside of their walls was devoured by the Void. But now, very recently, some mages found out that the world outside is completely fine.
This
so
sounds
now,
cool.
the Ixtal
This sounds cool,
are
guys.
slowly revealing themselves. To be honest, Ixtal is the most underdeveloped region in Runeterra. We know the region has a lot of hunting Vastaya, deadly plants, and some elemental dragons.
Okay.
Most of the region is still a mystery to us. So at least here, Riot will have the freedom to try something new.
Okay.
But now, we leave the main continent to visit the last two regions. First of all, there is Bilgewater. If you like pirate adventures, this is gonna be your place.
Okay.
This is where we are going to explore inns and gambling dens, even some local temples worshipping the god of motion, Nagake Boros. Here we are going to fight pirates, and sea monsters, sea witches, sea Vastaya, maybe some demons.
They're completing the full.
We'll side with Sarah Fortune to fight the king of the pirates, Gangplank.
Gangplank, boy!
Last year, Riot released their RPG, which was set in Bilgewater. So not only can we already explore this place in detail, but it even has a monster journal. And at a quick glance, you can already see some really cool bosses too. However, this place is also linked to the last place I want to show you today, the Shadow Isles. See, every year, the horrors of the Shadow Isles...
Guys, Riot taking the world, you know? The RPG, the MMO RPG. Wow, they are sick, bros. Yeah, they're fucking sick.
And Bilgewater just happens to be the closest
Blizzard
place.
will be forgotten,
so
guys, after this.
Bilgewater is fighting...
Blizzard is fucked.
Once upon a time, the Shadow Isles used to be the Blessed Isles, a rich place full of advanced magic. Long story short, there was a young asshole king who wanted to revive his dead queen. And in the process, he accidentally released dark necromantic magic. This magic destroyed the island and made it home for undeath.
She killed him?
Or this event is called the Ruination.
He loved her.
Because the RPG is called
Love hurts, my boy!
It might not be a surprise to you that you also get to explore the Shadow Isles there. And there they have anything you can imagine. Undead horrors creeping everywhere.
Wow.
And should we ever venture into these islands, I have no idea whom we're going to fight. The ruined king who caused all of this is banished elsewhere. Fred, who siphoned his magic after he was banished, also left the Isles. And even Hecarim, the most brutal soldier of them all, is currently around Demacia.
Oh my.
So the Shadow Isles don't currently have a main baddie. So this is where Riot could put forward...
MMO Riot, here I come! I come for you, I can't fucking wait, I'm so fucking happy!
Riot has already confirmed that there is a new continent further to the east. Currently, it is...
This is lit, boys!
Novel. And so far, we know that this new continent is where the ruined King Viego is from. And this is also where he was banished at the end of his story. All we know about that place is that it is quite mystical. There are yet more dragons here, and in fact, Kamavor, which is the Ruined King's nation, has a lot...
Oh my god, guys, I didn't play the League of Legends. I just played on the start a little bit, to be honest, and I stopped because all other my friends was playing Dota, and I gone where my friends go, and now I gonna start playing League of Legends. Bro, this looks sick. I can't wait for this MMO, guys. Come on, publish it. Come on, be faster, you know?
So should Riot run out of places to explore, don't worry.
This fantasy is so real, guys.
That's all
this is the best.
To show you today. As someone who's been following the lore of League of Legends from the very beginning, I can tell you, I'm very confident the setting of Riot's MMO is gonna be great.
This is gonna be the greatest.
Writers have been preparing the world for years now. And now...
There's no mistake. When somebody prepares something for years, he can't mistake here. Especially company like a Riot. They prove themselves in Valorant, they prove themselves in League of Legends, and they will fucking prove themselves here in this game, or I gonna stop gaming at all. I will never game again. I will stop gaming for good after if this not be good as it looks to be good, I stop in gaming. That's it. That's it, boys. There's no more but. It's end for me. This is the end for me if they fail. I gonna give my all to play this game. I can't fucking wait. Why I watched this trailer, guys. Why? I don't know.
Now, it's
This looks so
time to
good. This is
harvest
so
the fruit.
sick.
If you like this video, let me know in the comments below.
Yeah, I like.
Because right now I still have 3 more topics that I could talk about in regards to the MMO.
We gotta
I
wait.
especially want to talk about the potential raid bosses we can face and the potential classes we could play.
Your video
And as
is
someone
hot,
who has
bro.
collected an unholy amount of transmog, I would love to show you all the cool armor sets this universe has. But
I gotta start collecting from the start. I gotta have everything. I will have everything.
See you in 6 to 8 years when the MMO gets released.
Oh my god.